Welcome, everybody, to That's Not Why You Called, episode 38.
Hey.
The streak is alive still.
It is alive.
You can't keep us down.
You can't keep us down. No. Oh, no. We are overcoming. We are overcoming in this episode.
We are kicking out at 2. We're not staying down for 3 and breaking the streak.
It's a near fall. It was a near fall, but no, it wasn't to be. We're
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it's the data. The data. Sometimes it's all right. So here's the story. We're going audio only for this. That's not why you called. If this bothers you, if this offends you for some reason because you don't get to look at my beautiful face, Chiz's beautiful face, or Chris's pixelated face, I apologize. yeah, baby. Until you get an Ethernet cable, this is all that's going to happen.
You couldn't have said like beautifully whatever.
We don't know.
Don't worry. We'll get to talk about your hair later in the episode.
All right, don't cyberbully me. Go ahead.
Paulie Jr., Paulie D Jr.
Okay.
Your laundry.
Right. Gym Tan Laundry, GTL, bro. That's what you got to do. But so this was like a perfect storm. We're going audio only today. I apologize if that offends you. You're just going to get to look at this awesome TNWYC graphic that I could not create in Photoshop in my wildest dreams. And
that's pretty sweet.
It is pretty good. The guy was like, "Yeah, I just cooked this."
So I know you definitely didn't do it.
No. Oh no.
Yeah, that's not Vegas for you.
No.
Shut up, okay? You know what? I used to create video thumbnails in Sony Vegas. Is it out there? Does everybody need to know now? Come on.
Now we can begin the healing process.
I've got Photoshop now. I'm all in there with the magic lasso tool, and I'm cutting out the foreground and then blurring the background and then putting some text in the thumbnail behind the foreground to give it that little effect. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So we don't need to worry, nor shall we ever speak again of thumbnails begotten from Sony Vegas.
Hey, that's everybody. Everybody's got to start somewhere. You can't,
3 years.
Oh my God! Never mind.
Shut up! I didn't want to pirate anymore. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't want to pirate anymore. That's what I'm going to say, because some people are going to ask, "Well, then how did you get Sony Vegas?" Shut up.
All right.
But I didn't want to pirate anymore. I figured, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to save up, or if this YouTube thing becomes a thing and I can actually justify the expenditure for Photoshop, then I will. And then and then Adobe came out with the Creative Cloud idea, and I said, "Oh, well, all right, I'll do that." So I'm paying, I think, $40 a month for Adobe Premiere and Photoshop. So, yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, 3 years. And I still can't create graphics like this.
And here we are, and he still didn't create his own splash.
I did for that. No, I did for that first one. For the first few episodes I did. And it was very clear that I created them because they were fucking shit compared to what this guy did. So what we have here is Chiz has been without internet for how long?
Almost 50 hours.
Almost 50 hours internetless. God. Chiz coming to us live from 1887. How's it hanging over there? How's the Industrial Revolution going? Good?
Life is rough. I got coal miner's lung, but I take it one day at a time.
Right.
I kill the pig. Because
there's nothing to switch to a Stewie accent.
You developing your characters, Brian?
Oh, you'll get to it.
And Chris was supposed to get an Ethernet cable,
and I did,
and he did, but he
can hang himself with it because that's all it's good for.
Mega cyberbullying.
Yeah, Chiz just essentially said, "Kill yourself."
Basically,
I
gave you a list on how to.
Yeah,
you know what?
I don't know how to feel.
I can't handle
that.
this abuse anymore.
I don't. You know what? I'm just not gonna.
We're not on video. It's all hold bars, none.
What? Okay.
What? All holds barred.
That is one of.
Bad.
All right. Okay. We're gonna
listen. I'm a human being.
So apparently, the lack of internet has made you dyslexic. Is what we're essentially getting at.
I'm retarded.
Dyslexia doesn't mean you're retarded.
That's
offensive. Can you go 30 seconds without bullying a group of people on the internet, Chiz? That's what I want to know.
Yep.
I'll start bullying other people later on. You watch. So long as I don't get throttled mid conversation.
Too late.
Yeah, too
already
late.
happening.
Too late. AT&T's on the horn. They're talking to the regional like towers. Like, we got to shut this guy down. He's just bullying people on the internet all the time. It can't happen anymore.
Fuck you, FCC.
So I figured that since Chris's Ethernet fix wasn't really going to be a fix, it would probably be best, because eventually his video and audio quality, because he's trying to send video and audio in high definition over a wireless connection, which is okay for uploading a video to YouTube, but in terms of streaming it real time to a service like
Is a no-no.
Yeah, it's rough. And so I figured, instead of just me being on camera and no chiz and eventually a very pixelated Chris, I figured we'll just go audio only for this one round. Fret not. That's not why you called, viewers. This is not signaling a shift to audio only for the show. It's just, this has been a perfect storm, that we really can't do, and I want to keep the streak going. So I figured, instead of just canceling the show, we'll do audio only, and hopefully people will be happy with that.
50 hours! 50!
Oh, Dad, 50 hours. That's too much. Too many hours with no internet.
There's nothing to do.
So what have you been doing? What's
watched
life like without internet?
2 seasons of Game of Thrones, some books, and sleeping.
Sleeping.
You know
It
what you
helps
could
pass
do?
the time.
You know what you could do to help? You could just get on a workout regimen, like the cold reboot. You could.
I don't feel like it, though. I'm
Ooh, he's
so
coming at
mad.
your fitness. Oh.
No. Thank
What
you,
a
Shaggy, for a
wasted
$20 donation. I appreciate it. Ad free. Thank you very much for supporting the show. No. I'm not attacking his fitness. I'm just saying that a while ago, Chiz, in the Wings of Redemption boot camp days, Chiz decided, you know what? I'm inspired by this. I'm going to do my own thing. And I'm going to use YouTube as a tool to motivate me to keep doing this for whatever reasons he got into it, but eventually it just kind of went away as he started getting more and more involved with studying actual technical shit and doing his job. So it's not like he was just like, fuck it.
I'm done.
But I figured, no internet, you're not working. Go work out, do some push-ups, jog in place, take a walk. Well, maybe not a walk. I don't want you to get shot. So
Yeah, it's dangerous out there.
you do not live in a nice area.
There's like black people with guns around here.
Don't bring him to Clippers games.
I,
You can do whatever you want with
what
him.
about if I take an Instagram selfie with them? And
No,
a cat?
no Instagram. Twitter's okay. But no
All right.
Instagram selfies. And don't bring him courtside to Lakers games.
Twit pic.
Fine.
Thank
can
you.
do that. That's
I'll
okay.
do a Vine.
What? Okay, you know what? Fine. There's a lot of great like black comedy troupes on Vine
Whoa, why they gotta be black?
because they are black.
Can't they just be a
That's-
comedy
happening.
troupe?
They don't, right. They don't have. They happen to be black.
Yeah.
They just
What
do.
is it, a fucking accident?
But they're just I watch Vine compilations from time to time, and they're just like groups of black friends that just do comedy vines. Like that's the whole. I think that's the whole theme of their Vine, and it's hilarious shit.
Urban humor.
I think I'm one of the most anti-Vine people in the world. I like.
Really?
So I mean, like it's cool for some shit, but then like everybody thinks that they're a comedian. Everybody thinks that they're hilarious.
Well, the good ones are.
Well, yeah, of course there's some people that are good, but I don't know. I really don't like it. I feel like 1 out of every 40 Vines that I watch is actually funny.
But then use those stats on YouTube. 1 out of probably every 10,000 videos is funny or worth watching.
Every one of my videos is worth watching. I just wanna say that.
I feel the same way about mine too.
Until
So I
you get
can't,
10 minutes in.
can't really agree with you on that. No, I don't know. I'm just not a big Vine fan. I don't know. It's personal
There's a lot
choice.
of good
and
Vines out there.
that's all I have to say about it.
But if you look at the aggregate, like the stuff on the front page of Reddit usually tends to be pretty good because it's on the front page of Reddit. Excuse me, if you watch a Vine compilation, I mean, because I don't know where you're finding all these shitty vines, because I guess I'm just bad at vining or consuming vines, because I watch Vine compilations where somebody has already decided these are good. Somebody's already done the work of sifting through the shit for me.
That sounds more intelligent than what I do. And what I do is I open the app on my phone and I just scroll through like the popular quote unquote ones, and I'm just like, nope, nope, nope. Like I don't know. It might just be me. You're I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with that. But they don't do it for me. I don't know why.
All right.
It's like you have 6 seconds to be as funny as you possibly can, and you failed. Like, make those 6 seconds
some
count.
cool skits.
Oh yeah, there's people who put like crazy amount of work into their vines, and some of those are really cool. But as far as people like, when like the teacher says like the homework is done, and then like they make a weird face. Like that's that's it. That's the end of the vine.
Where are you finding these vines?
These are like shitty vines.
Ranked as the most popular vines on the actual app. Like go through the most popular vines.
You're a Vine masochist. You look through the shittiest ones and be like, Vine is shit. This sucks. This is awful.
I look through what's considered to be the best and the most popular, and they do nothing for me. Nothing at all.
Well, there's good ones out there. Will Sasso. I wish he wouldn't have quit.
Yeah, Will Sasso's good. Rooster Teeth's ones are really good as well.
I don't think I've ever seen any of those.
Yeah, they do skits.
So, there's decent vines out there, and then Instagram got its own like, hey, you can do similar things here.
That one's too long. 15 seconds is too long for that type of humor. Like it's way too long when I watch an Instagram video. I like the 6 seconds.
I like the format. I appreciate what it's all about. I just feel like, it's not always well executed, and I'm not saying it always has to be. I'm just saying the ones that I seem to see the most, like ones people post on Twitter or the ones that are in like the most popular category, just ain't that great.
All right. Well, I can understand that. However, I guess my experience with Vine is just
hang yourself.
Hang yourself with your shitty Ethernet cord.
You know what? I'm gonna find it. And I'm like, this is how you make a vine, motherfuckers.
That's his last word. Blah.
That's what you got to do. You got to die comedically. That would make a funny vine.
Man, my phone is like probably 115 degrees right now.
You're not even on video. Why is it so hot?
I don't know. It doesn't like it though. It is so hot. It's gonna burn through what it's on top of.
Do you have it plugged in? Do you have it like charging?
Yeah, it's plugged in. If I didn't, it would die. Like it's been sitting at 50% battery for like the past 40 minutes. It can't go up.
Jesus, Chiz.
Fuck you, Comcast.
That's ridiculous.
You're assholes.
So what is their explanation for this outage in your area? Going on 50 hours now without internet. What did they say?
So first there was an outage for like 15 hours. Then they broke stuff. Then there was like, they thought my modem was stolen, so I gave them my Amazon order number. Yeah.
Wait, what? They thought your modem was stolen?
Yeah, that's what it was showing up for them. So I had to give them my order number, which is ridiculous. And then there was like some security thing, and once it was removed, you have to wait 24 hours.
Okay, so now you're in the waiting period. Is that it?
I've got like 2 more hours supposedly, or I'm gonna start killing people.
Comcast, I've had so much trouble with Comcast. I don't even want to get into it.
Wow, you too, Chris.
Yeah.
What have been your issues? Similar to what Chiz has, or
well, we have what do we have here? Like Optimum or whatever. I forget.
Fiber?
No, it's not fiber. I forget what it's called. But I had before I came here with Michelle, I had Comcast, and I mean, I've tried streaming. I've tried, like, just gaming in general. Like I would play like a multiplayer game, and I would just like put up like a speed test or just try to watch my speeds, and just like. And I wasn't playing on Wi-Fi, by the way, just to clarify.
No, he totally was. He's just trying to cover his ass now.
No, I was not. And I would just like watch everything tank, like just after the first 30 seconds, just for no reason. It's like I'm paying for this amount of internet connectivity, and as soon as I use it for something, they're like, nah, we don't want you to have that. Like they just they take it away. They're selfish. I don't appreciate it.
And they just cut my plan back in half. Like I told you the other week or whatever, they doubled everything for like me and Lefty like months ago. And now I'm back to what I was paying for like a year ago.
Yeah, they'll change your plan without notifying you and make adjustments to, you know, however much bandwidth, like everything. They just, I hate their business model. Absolutely hate it.
That's ridiculous because I talked about it in today's Lefty show, which is revived, by the way.
Boom.
Is that, you know, you guys talk about all these horror stories. And while I can very easily get on the Comcast hate bandwagon for obvious reasons, your stories and other people's stories are enough. But outside of me having to explain the facts of life to them, where it's like, look, I'm paying for this package. Here's what I can only effectively utilize. And having to force them to be like, yeah, okay. Outside of that, you know, yeah, there's been outages from time to time, but I've never really had a horrific experience. I've had experiences that left me pissed off, but never something horrific where cutting back plans and I'm out of internet now for 50 hours because they think my router was stolen.
Not to mention just piss poor customer service.
Horrible.
Like down the toilet, through the septic tank, piss poor. Like that kind of poor.
Septic tank. That's a nice reference. Everybody, too many people have like sewer systems connected to large bodies of water. They don't know what it's like to have a
septic tank is.
Yeah, to have a big tub of literal shit buried somewhere near you, and that's where everything bad.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Then don't ever use too much bleach. In fact, you should probably not use bleach in your wash at all because then you will stop the septic tank from being septic. And yeah,
and it becomes antiseptic.
And then your shit just kind of sits there and starts stinking, really bad.
Poop.
So. I've never really had an issue with something like that. Chiz, are you going to get out of that area? I mean, I don't mean to pry, but you're on staff at the best Minecraft server in the multiverse, and I don't know. Come on out to Shinetown. That's not why you called a studio show.
Ooh,
maybe.
Chris, you're not invited.
Shit,
you can't come. No,
damn it.
You have 100 up and use Wi-Fi. You are not allowed to
you're not
10 miles of us.
I was going to invite you here to use my 100 up, but never mind.
I'm good.
Oh, you're good? Okay.
I'm good.
Oh my god, I'd kill to have those speeds. No, I'm good. Bold-faced liar.
No, I said I'd kill, but I wouldn't move to
move.
wherever the fuck you are.
And move across the damn country.
No,
Where are you?
New York.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. I like my e-cigarettes. I don't want to
It's okay.
Yeah. Well,
that took effect today, didn't it? No more e-cigarettes in New York. Universally banned in any places that cigarettes. Yeah, in any place that cigarettes aren't allowed. Cannot smoke e-cigarettes, despite the fact that some e-cigarettes don't even have fucking nicotine in them.
I cannot confirm nor deny that, but I will take your word for it.
Fucking New York, man. And then they banned that was the same city the city of New York. They banned like sodas over 32 ounces, right? Or over something. What was that?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Rudolph Giuliani.
No, that was Bloomberg, wasn't it? Mayor Bloomberg?
Yeah.
Bloomberg! Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I don't want to go live in a nanny state, thank you. I will deal with Comcast business class instead of whatever awesome.
Why, do you have...
You may have fiber soon.
Do you have an irrational fear of what might happen to you if you live in New York?
Shut the fuck up. All right, go ahead. Tell the story. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're dying to tell it. Go ahead.
Since we started.
You've been dying to work it in. I understand. Go ahead. This is my irrational fear.
Lefty was getting ready to send us a link on the Skype chat. It was an Amazon link. And he goes, oh my God, I have to make sure I log out before I send it. And we were like... Why do you have to do that?
No. I didn't say I have to log out.
Oh, he's like, oh, if I send you this link, you're not gonna be able to access my account, are you? And we were like, what? He's like, yeah, like, isn't that a thing? Like, if I don't log out before I send you the link, you can like use my account, right? We were like, no,
No. You're misrepresenting. I do not think that is the way it is, but I remember that being the way it was.
Am I misrepresenting?
I have an irrational fear of that. Yes, totally irrational and totally stupid.
He has
And
an
how he
irrational
makes
fear
sure you
that
don't
if he
log into
posts-
his account, he goes into an incognito window
This I
and
do.
pastes the same link in there.
I do that.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
I view it as like sterilizing something before I give it to the general public or to somebody else. I have to sanitize it. Make sure that I have to scrub it for sensitive information. Make sure it's
I
Whatever
mean,
rationale you need.
shut the
when the internet like first came out, okay, that's a rational fear to have. When there's like 4 websites, but not too much today. Not so much today.
And you guys got me when I think it was Chiz. He was like, yeah, so you don't share YouTube links with anybody, do you? And I'm like, God fucking damn it. Yep. And yeah. So that's one of my many stupid irrational fears. So I gotta get better about not doing that. Although sometimes on Amazon, if you want to link a product, it links the search that you did. So if I did a search for something inappropriate, it is entirely possible. Like if I did a search for something inappropriate and it shows up another item, it's entirely possible that search gets linked. So
What are you searching for that's inappropriate on Amazon?
big black donkey dicks, okay?
Yikes.
It's a thing.
Pretty sure those.
We asked you
On
what's
Amazon.
inappropriate. You didn't tell us what's inappropriate.
Yeah.
I don't. Is that a thing though? With this, I don't think. I don't think that's true either. Honestly, I don't think that's
No,
accurate.
I think the search terms are a part of the link. Like if you search for an item and then you click on one of the items that's returned by the search, the link that shows up in your address
Well-
bar.
What scenario is this though? Are you like searching big deal when you find like a tablet? You like tablet and it has the search terms.
Don't you worry about how I navigate around Amazon, all right?
I'm gonna test this theory right now.
I'm telling you, I think it happens. Not that
Search for lava lamp.
Highly
inappropriate. Not,
All right, so in the address at the top, after I searched for lava lamp because it's 1998, in the address bar now with all the results, yes, it says lava lamp
Ha!
up there.
Vindicated!
Wait. But
Go to a product.
let's click one of the products and negative.
fuck.
Oh wait, no,
Oh.
Ha!
there it is.
Woo! Post the
Lava-
machine. Where's it
Et
at?
cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And keywords equal lava plus lamp.
Bam. There it is. See?
That's pretty stupid, actually.
Yeah, that's inappropriate thing. Where you get a real thing, you'd be able to link.
Well, but then I guess if you want to send a product to somebody and it's something you searched for, obviously it would come up if you searched for it. So it's not like you would get something out of the, or if someone was like, if I want an Ethernet cable and you searched Ethernet cable, that's what would come up. So it's not like you would search for something
Right.
inappropriate and something else would come up. It would be tailored to whatever you searced for.
Does Amazon
is
sell
the
anything really
search?
inappropriate? I don't really
yeah.
search for inappropriate things. Jesus.
Well, you started it. Yeah, I'm sure they sell inappropriate stuff.
They selling dildos over there on Amazon.
Hey, new segment: find inappropriate stuff on Amazon.
There we go. Or there was a game that
the most inappropriate thing.
there was a game that I used to play with my buddies. It's Google, like, what is the most innocuous term you can think of that returns porn on a Google image search? Pro tip, kids, don't use April. Just don't do it.
Uh-oh.
There was a very illegal site run for a while that apparently, yeah, just leave April. Don't. That's not a search
Everyone
term.
go to search April.
Yeah, right. Well, now I'm interested. No, I'm not going to do it.
It was, yeah.
Don't search pink.
So you gotta. That's the game. You gotta think of innocuous terms. Go to Google image search, or maybe Bing, because I was turned on to that recently.
Well, that's cheating.
Yeah, apparently Bing's porn optimization is like key. It's
Really?
yeah, and you can do video searches, and then you watch it in a Bing browser instance, and you don't actually have to go to the site.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Look at you, Bing, coming up in the world.
yeah, Bing,
You
good
know
for
what
porn.
people want.
Nothing else but good for porn.
You really know what people want these days.
So I'm told. I wouldn't know, Katie, if you're listening to this.
Of course.
I would.
I mean,
not know.
that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard through the grapevine.
Rumors.
Rumors, yes. Rumors and speculation, arbitrary and capricious. All those things.
He's never tested it.
I see Paintball Kitty's in the chat. Kitty, how about you go, could you, how much to lock down a sponsorship for That's Not Why I Called It the Lefty Show?
Hey.
Preferably the Lefty Show, since I do it daily, and I could do reads.
Hey.
What? I want to talk about who here has listened to the Lefty Show? Not Chiz, not Dank. Never mind. Next topic.
Wow.
I just assumed you haven't. I didn't want to. But yeah.
Wow.
Doing a semi-regular, multiple times a week podcast. The Lefty Show is back. Not to take the place of That's Not Why You Called Them.
Damn right, not to take the damn place. Nothing can take the place.
I don't know. Check for $1 million is like, it's like a lot of money, right?
I would drop both of y'all like a hot sack of shit.
If it's like, I'll pay you $1 million to not do That's Not Why You Called anymore, I'd be like, I love you, Chiz. Do you want to do the Lefty Show together?
That's
I'd be mad
definitely,
if you
you're
didn't
cutting this 3 ways then. Or, sorry, 50-50. You haven't been here long enough, Chris.
I'm sorry. As I told Chiz earlier, I was going to kick him off the show, and I would just do it unilaterally because you don't get a vote. You're not a full voting member of the Politburo. Yeah,
You gotta make your bones.
Yeah, you gotta cut your teeth for a while before you ascend to the level of a full voting member.
Wow.
Yeah, now that I think about it, that's rather harsh.
It's okay, you're not a real person.
I don't care.
We've never seen your face. We can't identify.
Right.
Well, that's just
You may just be
cutting in and out. No, I can't.
You suck a dick.
They're like battling over who has the worst tech.
Fuck you, Comcast.
No, your fucking tech setup sucks. Fuck you, man.
Next week is going to be the prettiest, highest quality. That's Not Why I Called in the history of podcasts and the internet.
That's a hell of a claim.
I'm calling it. That's what I do. I make predictions.
By the way, now is the time to announce that That's Not Why You Called is going audio only for the foreseeable future. My bad.
Pissed off so many people.
Now that I'm just kidding. We're not doing that. But
No.
I wouldn't want to waste your ounce of hair paste, Chris.
You know what? First of
Mr.
all, this stuff is stupidly expensive for no damn
Is it
reason.
Elmer's?
Yeah, you're one of those kids in high school that grows your hair out and then you use Elmer's glue and a combination of eggshells to get the fucking spikes going everywhere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you use incredibly expensive hair paste to
It's
formulate
not
a faux
incredibly
hawk.
expensive, but like for the amount
What's it
that
cost?
they give you, it's like $9. But for the amount that they give you is like ridiculous.
Okay, well, is it Axe?
Yeah, it's the Axe like messy.
Okay, yeah, that stuff is. What's really expensive is the J. Crew stuff. The J. Crew hair
Oh,
cream
yeah.
is stupidly expensive.
Stupid expensive.
Even their gel, it's like fuck you, man.
Where
But
did I
yeah,
get one?
I use the Axe stuff too. That's what I
What was
use.
it? I don't think it was J. Crew. Maybe it was like American
Eagle.
something. No, not American Eagle. I forget what it was, but it was like $18 for like this little thing that they sold me at the haircut place, and I've stupidly bought it for some reason. I was in one of those moods where I
Glass
just believed
then.
everyone about everything. And
Like, this is the good stuff.
Oh, really? I'm really gonna look like Justin Timberlake? Okay, give me it. But no, I didn't.
See, I don't know. Like when I go see a hair lady, and she did, my hair looks.
Hair lady.
Yeah, I got a hair lady that I go see.
Hair lady.
My hair looks the best when I'm sitting in the chair. But that's the best. It never looks that way again until the next time when it grows long enough that I need to go there. I can never replicate what she does.
Nobody can.
It's
Hire her.
That's like a rule of the world. You can never duplicate what is done at the haircut place.
Because I remember watching. I'm like, all right. So what is she doing here? Okay, she she rubs it all throughout her hands, and then she does the little she expands her hands really quickly. Like she quickly grabs at the hair and is like foofing it and doing all these things. And I'm like, oh okay. Mental note. And then I try to do it. And 45 minutes later, I look like an idiot.
Has to videotape her next time.
I want a detailed step-by-step explanation. Like I want a line item. Here's what you
Commentary.
do.
You know when you get home though, like when you either get a haircut or like buy a new outfit. When you get home and you look at it, you are just like on a completely different level. You're like, oh yeah, like I got that haircut, I have that new fucking outfit, and then the next day it's just pure unadulterated disappointment. Then when you wake up and you put the shirt back on, you're like, it doesn't look as good as it did yesterday when I wore it in the store, and the hair's all fucked up in all kinds of different ways.
Or the next time you wash it and you put that ensemble together again.
Exactly.
Like, this is my go-to, and then you look in the mirror like, oh shit, I look
right. The shirt's all faded, jeans are wrinkly, and hair's all off to one side.
It takes me. People ask all the time. It takes me about, on a good day, anywhere from 35 seconds to a minute to do my hair.
I thought you were gonna say minutes.
No, yeah, 35
minutes to an hour to do my hair.
That's what I said. It's like, Paulie, it takes me 45 minutes to do my hair, or how the fuck that asshole sounded. But no, like on a good day, if I get a good, like, because my hair's damp from the shower, I comb it, and then I run the Axe stuff through it. If I get a good formulation that first time through, just hairspray it, comb the back down, good to go. But if my hair's being a bitch, 2.5 to probably 4 minutes. 2.5 to 4 minutes. So that's how long it takes me to do
With me, it just depends on how long my hair is at that point. Like when I first get it cut and it's shorter, it's just boom, boom, bam, done. But as time goes on.
Yeah. Chiz just puts on his flat cap and...
I just put on my hat.
Did you shave yet?
No, because we didn't. I knew I wasn't going to be on camera. I want to, though. Once again, this is just 50 hours no internet has put me in a rut. I don't want to do anything.
Are you depressed now? Are you saying that you're depressed?
I keep looking at my network thing saying, like, is it going to start spinning and go? And I check and no. It's just, like, what's the point of life without no internet?
Mm-hmm. Are they going to give you, like, a courtesy call when it comes back or something?
They're supposed to.
Yeah.
Courtesy call. They didn't call when they said they were going to go out for 10 hours.
No, I remember when my Comcast used to go out, I would call, and there'd be like an automated message. We're having issues in your area.
Yeah,
if you'd like to receive a... Really? Wow.
Yeah. Had to go through and actually enter in information and find out.
Yikes.
Cunts.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, that automated response is just as shitty as everything else in their customer services, because I'll be like, oh, look, my internet's working, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, I get a phone call. Your service has now been restored.
All right, Chiz, let's give you an outlet for your rage. We talked about when we were amassing topics for this show. I brought up MLG is now going to be appearing. Is it this year? Starts this year, right?
Yeah.
In the X Games.
Forewarned, you need to yell like chicken soup or something when I start to go bad, so I stop ranting.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. They shouldn't be at the X Games.
Okay.
Why do you feel that way?
Okay, so Chiz has got something going on. So he says they shouldn't be at it. For those of you that don't know, MLG, I believe it's through MLG, they inked a deal with the X Games, and I think the X Games is owned by ESPN.
They shouldn't be at the X Games.
Okay, why? Oh, God damn it!
Oh no,
no, you're getting eaten by the phone monster.
Chicken soup?
No, the phone monster. It's getting you. Chiz, are you there? Fight it.
Chicken soup?
Okay. All right, so tell us why they shouldn't be in the X Games.
It's not an extreme sport.
Okay.
You're playing with your thumbs. I wish I had my thing so I could properly rant. It's such a disrespect to everyone else who's in the X Games to know, hey, they're getting a gold medal that's equivalent, basically the same thing as what someone who's risking their life to get and working for years to train for. They don't belong there. Like I said, like Hold'em is on ESPN. It's a sport, but it's more looked at as a game. Hold'em will never be in the X Games, though. Okay, COD is no different. I'm not saying it's not a sport. I'm saying it's not an extreme sport that warrants being alongside of motocross, skateboarding, BMX, things that you can break bones in and die.
Right.
It's just
hey, hey. When one of those kids shoves the other one after a match, when they're collectively shouting "Let's go" at each other, there's a chance that early onset osteoporosis has set in because of a lack of nutrition and the reliance on energy drinks, and there's going to be some snapping bones.
I said if there was a risk for serious injury, I'd be all in for it. Like if you had to like balance on a skateboard while going down a half pipe while playing or something,
That'd be pretty sick. I'd
or
watch that.
fighting each other and beating the shit out of each other while they played, you can do it. And then people interpreted it wrong as like I was saying it wasn't a sport. No, it is. It's just not the same kind. It's not an extreme sport. There's plenty of surfing's not in the X Games.
I think it. I think it is.
Not in the summer.
It was
No, I don't
for a
think
while.
so.
I'm pretty sure it was. But
Not this year around.
okay.
Like, there's plenty of sports that could be in there, but they're not. They're just not extreme enough. And COD is no different. It's more game than it is sport. Sorry. And when people thought I was saying it wasn't a sport, I linked them to Carlin's sport rant video because fuck it, nothing's a sport then. You know, I don't care. Eat this. And yeah, I feel like, and Bob Burnquist, who's a serious athlete, was like, I like Call of. All of these people that compete in the X Games like Call of Duty, but they don't think it should be up there with people going down the mega ramp.
Of course.
Yeah, that one guy that fucking almost died on that big ass half pipe,
What is it? Ryan
Big Air
James.
or something like that.
Yeah, not the name of the ramp. I'm trying to think.
Fucking
Jake
shoes.
Shields, I think.
Yeah,
I think it was
shoes
Jake-
flew off when he hit the
Yeah.
fucking crowd.
Wow.
Shoes fucking popped right off. But it's not extreme sport. If you really can make an argument that it is. Is it a sport? Sure, we can debate that all day. But extreme sport, no, you can't compare it to anything in there.
I
Doesn't deserve.
wouldn't
It's
even.
insulting to the current athletes that do compete in it every year.
I honestly wouldn't even go as far as call it a sport. And not to take anything away from the professional players. Like Call of Duty professionally has come a long ass way in the past 2 years. 2 years ago, it was nothing. It was like some people streaming on Twitch, and that's that. And now, like, props to you, you're on the X Games. That's incredible. You know what I mean? So I'm not definitely not taking anything away from what these kids do, but at the same time, I wholeheartedly agree with Chiz that this isn't an extreme sport. It's not even close to an extreme sport. I think a lot of people would feel less, what's the word? Not insulted, but like would be less angry about it if it was just straight up on ESPN, like after a poker match or something like that. I think it's mostly the X Games factor that compared to what everyone else is doing at this event. You're sitting there playing a video game, which is cool and it's fine. You can get a lot of money and you can do this and that, which is great. But it's apples and oranges. So,
Right, they're in an air-conditioned tent playing a video game, and everyone else is.
Wait, are they gonna do it
100
outside? Just be like, oh, it's extreme.
I would think so.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
They should make
Outside or
them all
indoors,
ride
either way.
stationary bikes. While
That'd
you're
be
playing
awesome.
Call of Duty, they
be
all
awesome.
need to be riding
Well,
stationary
people
bikes.
shoot you with paintballs. There's one. Why is paintball not in there? That's more extreme than fucking Call of Duty is. At least you can get hurt in there.
Mhm.
It's just. And the
Why
people
won't
that
I-
make the people that make the argument like, oh, you're just bashing Call of Duty or esports. No, it's just there's a place. Like I wouldn't want it in the Olympics either because it's not the same thing. It's not. League of Legends is a global game. I wouldn't put it ever in the Olympics. These are just two totally different types of sports and qualifications, or rankings, I should say. And X Games is meant to be extreme. There's like 12 things in there, all of which can kill or maim you. Call of Duty, no one's getting a controller shoved up their ass. Yet.
Not yet.
That's like the difference between billiards and pool. But
that's not billiards, that's the pool.
and I agree that it's not an extreme sport. X Games is for extreme sports. So Call of Duty, MLG, competitive Call of Duty is out of place. Certainly out of place at the X Games. However, I applaud MLG and ESPN for trying to find a place for it. It's not here, and like you guys have said, it would be perfect, best suited, I think, to take the place of what the World Series of Poker was back in 2000, starting in 2004, 2005, was late night rotation ESPN. Once a week, there's a primetime episode. The rest of it is just on starting at like 11 o'clock at night. When it's 1 in the morning and you just got nothing to do, what did you do a couple years ago? You threw on ESPN, you're watching some World Series of fucking poker. It didn't matter that you weren't playing poker and you might not even be a pro player, but you watched it because it's mildly entertaining and they did a good job of packaging it, those two guys who did the commentating. So yeah, and I think it would be perfect on ESPN, especially with you know, it's the game is already intense, and the shoutcasters do a good job of making it more intense. And I think it would be perfect. It's perfectly suited up for TV. It's just I don't think it's X Games worthy like you guys do. But
the question is it going to be televised, or is it just an in-person thing that's just going to be streamed
don't
online?
think
Is
so.
the question.
I think it's going to be streamed online.
Right,
I
because
know
that's
they're
two
not the main
completely
event.
different things.
Right. But
That's
still,
just
you shouldn't be there
complete-
regardless. I'm
No,
I'm
yeah,
mad. You
right, I
shouldn't be
understand
there.
that, but I mean, the exposure you would get for being on TV during the X Games is like
Right.
second to none, because that's obviously that brings viewers and ratings that Call of Duty streaming like couldn't even fathom. But
Yeah.
has that been confirmed though? Is it like, yeah, it's definitely not going to be?
They've got like a small tent or something. Like they're not main stage or main event anywhere.
But they can still win medals though. They can actually win a medal.
They can
can't
still win an X Games 2014 summer
They're still
medal.
considered to be part of the X Games.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Which is ridiculous that a pro player is going to have a gold X Games medal up there with fucking
Travis Pastrana,
Travis Pastrana. There you go.
crazy
It's-
bastard that guy is.
It's so insulting. Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, if I was Travis
don't care,
Pastrana,
like,
I would
like,
probably be
some
kind of
people-
pissed.
Some people have argued, like, well, the demographics are the same. What's it matter? It's like, because it's not what it is, like, there are plenty of demographics that go across each other, like, but they don't, it's not an extreme sport. You really can't defend that it is. Find the most unextreme sport in the X Games, and I bet you can still die or hurt yourself compared to Call of Duty.
And I'm not at all against televising Call of Duty, because what is it? Is it Spike TV or one of those channels that has the video game awards, and they had G4 TV at that one point? Like, that would be a perfect outlet to try to make competitive gaming more mainstream and bring it to television and stuff. But the X Games thing is, I feel like it's more of a publicity move, should I say, or just like a way to bring more attention to it without really making that push onto the mainstream. It's like and like I said before, like, I appreciate that. I respect the fact that they're trying to move forward. But X Games just doesn't seem like it's the appropriate way to move forward. You know what I mean? If
bet
Lefty's
they will
like,
not
if
be
Lefty's like,
next
I
year.
want to be a professional podcaster, and that's what I want to do all the time, let me go
X Games.
open a Pornhub account. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it doesn't make sense.
No, dude, I want to be on the X Games fucking podcast.
There you go. Exactly.
Put me up against anybody.
He's going to be doing flips off fucking half pipes while podcasting.
Yeah, right. Like, can you ride this BMX bike while holding a microphone and doing a
Xcast.
show? Yeah, I could probably do that. But you know what I'd like to see? I think it would be perfect. Especially Chris, you mentioned Spike TV, and that's awesome because how about this? Let me pitch it to you.
Okay.
An MLG reality show. Like HBO has Hard Knocks, has the documentary series Hard Knocks, where, well, I'm sure you're aware of it, where they send a camera crew to join a single NFL team all throughout the preseason in the National Football League. And they follow them all the way through, and there's people that they've got to do confessionals and interviews, and there's interludes where there's narration, and they try to manufacture a little bit of conflict here and there. That would be perfect for an MLG team. Put it on Spike TV. You have an MLG team. First of all, you've got to make sure that the team roster is locked fucking down for about 6 months.
Oh my God, that's a whole other topic.
But once you do that, or fuck it, even not, because, well, no, you've got to be like, look, you can only have like 2 team changes. All right, that's it. That's it. None of
That's
this.
that's where half of the drama in the MLG community comes from, is from the roster changes. And
Yeah, none of this. Like, this guy got picked up and then dropped before even playing a fucking
yeah.
event
6
with these
days.
people.
That's where the meat of the drama is.
But you put a camera crew with this team. I mean, the Optic guys already have a house, so that's probably first season. Is you put the camera crew in the Optic house, because that's easy. But I'm sure a lot more teams are going to start doing this house living together roadhouse.
A couple more do.
Oh, they do? Okay, good.
Yeah.
And
I know-
so
yeah, I know
that
what you
makes it easy. You send the camera crew around once a season. You send a camera crew to follow these guys around. You camera up the house, and you make a documentary series about it. And it's just, you can manufacture whatever kind of tension you want, and I think a lot of people would watch it on cable, and it would maybe entice a lot of younger people.
They tried this.
Oh, they did.
Well, I know like certain COD teams are trying to, or they've been planning to do it. Like that's why they have houses. But Team Solo Mid with League of Legends did it, but they didn't put it on cable. It was on the internet, and it wasn't that great. I didn't, and it was really done well. I just didn't. These aren't interesting. Oh, this gets like a huge dig.
God, here we go. I don't need that attention on this show.
I wouldn't. They don't. They're good at the game. Watching them in the game is great, but outside of that, it's like, okay.
I don't know much about the League of Legends, like or honestly community or players or anything. I mean, but from what I've seen from Call of Duty players, is that they're a little more brash and and maybe unjustly outspoken at times. I think that would be a little more of an exciting atmosphere than maybe a League of Legends crowd. Again, I don't know for certain because I don't really watch League of Legends or am familiar with any of their players or community. But from the things you see on Twitter and interactions between teams and stuff, it would seem like it'd be a pretty heated behind-the-scenes look at sort of how these teams move and who gets traded and who's talking shit about who and who's in what house and all that kind of shit. I don't know. I think it would be kind of interesting. I'd probably watch
the MLG needs a league. The MLG needs to be an actual league. And the teams, Optic, Envy, Curse, whatever, they need to be franchises of this league. And there needs to be a governing body with a collective bargaining agreement that clearly defines all this shit, whatever, all this movement, all these things, and create a league out of it. And then what you can do is then you can MLG TV with your little weekly recap shows. You can actually make something of it. You can be like, you can have free agency. You can have trades. You can have drafts. You can make a thing out of, because there's a whole thing about whether you are going to be on the pro circuit with pro points or whatever, and teams can change, right? So that's a thing. Here's an up and coming team. Here's a minor league team that's looking to make the jump into the majors. Let's throw it to this guy for an interview, and then you contract with all these people. And it would be difficult because then you'd have to find a way to pay the players instead of just, if you win, you win money, but if you don't, you got to rely on sponsorship money and hope that's enough. There would have to be a way to do it, but I'm sure you could if you signed all the papers and you created a league and then you collectively bargained with the players and you got a league.
I understand it would definitely be difficult. But at the same time, what it does is it legitimizes something that the mainstream doesn't necessarily look at something legitimate. You know what I mean? Like if you go up to anybody, just some random person on the street who's not in the gaming community and not involved in any way, shape, or form, and they're like, "Hey, what do you think about people who make a living playing video games?" I don't think that's necessarily like a thing that everyone's behind and they support and I think is legitimate. But if you were to do something like that, actually legitimize a league with contracts, with certain payouts and all these rules and regulations, if you legitimize the product itself in the eyes of the consumer, it becomes more legitimate. So I think that would actually be a great idea.
I'd love to see it. Make me the commissioner. Give me money for having the idea. Goddamn. I don't care as long as I get a check.
Right.
That's all I care about.
Senior vice president of ideas for you.
Yeah, that's what I did. To make me the head writer like Stephanie McMahon. Just let me do that. I'll write all the storylines.
Right.
And
down
creative.
league.
I'm on them.
Stay out of the fucking X Games.
Stay out of the fucking X Games.
You won't be there next year. They paid to be there. Like there's X Games didn't come to MLG.
Oh, they didn't.
Ooh.
I'm just speculating, but does anyone really believe that? Do you think that the committee was like, all of these people, Call of Duty has a lot in common with breaking your leg on the mega ramp. We should get them. No, they totally, it's a PR thing. They're getting their name out there more. I bet you anything, MLG, thanks to all of their new streamers, has enough capital to invest in a one-time thing, and hopefully they'll make it back and could come back again, but I doubt it. I doubt they'll be back next year, because hopefully it's in Los Angeles next year. It's in Austin, Texas, great city, but it's been in Los Angeles for the past 8 years. I'm just saying it's nice to see it there, and they build everything, and yeah.
I don't know. I could see it going the other way. I could see it who actually owns the X Games saying, this MLG thing, this professional Call of Duty thing, has done nothing but grow the last 4 years. It's done nothing but get bigger. And
I'll
and
just say
we've
this,
got
I
to
say-
find a way to get in on it. We've got to
But at
find
the
a way to get in on it.
At the
Fuck
same
X
time,
Games.
League of Legends is so much bigger than Call of Duty.
Right,
is.
it's way bigger.
So why
I
not
also
take League
say
of
that-
Legends?
I also say this. They won't be back next year because I think there'll be an outcry from real competitors at the X Games that compete in real extreme sports that will boycott it so they don't come back again. And they have, I mean, that's a lot of people. I feel like they could get it done. And they've already spoken out against it. They're not for this because it's just so, I'm not even one of those people and it's super insulting. Like, do you really, like, cool, I get that your sport is progressing in some way. But can you sit there and look me in the face and say, yeah, it's an extreme sport. It belongs at the X Games? Because
Right.
if you believe that, you're crazy. You know,
Right.
you're just bullshitting me.
But at that point, don't you then have to be like, well, Bob Burnquist, let's talk turkey about what it is you fucking do, big guy. Because you've got a flat piece of plywood that you just kind of spin around on, and you're apparently a millionaire. So,
Well, I mean-
but who's who to be talking about? Like, well, they shouldn't. They're not legitimate. I don't want to be associated with them. Well, you know what, Bob Burnquist, fucking Tony Hawk. What do you actually do?
I don't think it's not about not being legitimate.
First of all, you guys are all associated with Bam Margera, okay? So shut the fuck up
Whoa,
about who you're
whoa.
associated with. That
I don't think
drunken
it's about-
douchebag has scarred you for
Whoa.
all time.
all right.
That's only a
hang on a
select
second.
group of people. Just because they know him doesn't mean every skateboarder is his friend or agrees with what he's done. Let's not sully the sports of skateboarding, vert or street. Okay, Bam Margera's the street. All right, but it's not even who's legitimate. It's just like find a definition. I want someone to define what is a game, what is an extreme sport, and what belongs in the X Games. And whatever that definition is, I know for a fact Call of Duty's not going to fall into it.
That's what it's about. That's why I think that
Does it take
That's-
skill? Yeah, tons of sports take skill. Does it take practice and training? Yes, dozens do. But there's a reason, like pool and hold'em and darts and fucking. I'm gonna say surfing. It's not in it this year, and I don't know what years it's been in before, but it's not in this year, so I can say surfing, basketball. All of these things are sports. A lot of commitment, but they're not extreme sports. That's why this was made. It's for extreme sports.
I think
It's
someone
not
like a
the
Tony Hawk
Olympics.
or a Bob Burnquist would be fully justified in being upset at the fact that Call of Duty is there. That's what I think.
Right. And as we transition to another topic, Chiz, you mentioned MLG streaming. I wanted to ask you about that. Apologies to Paintball Kitty. I saw she was in the chat. Kitty, it had nothing to do with you answering people's questions in the chat and talking to people. It was just there were people, few non-subs who were just being unruly bastards in the chat. And so the chat, as always, as we try to do for actual That's Not Why You Called shows, went into sub-only mode. I had forgotten to do it at the start of the show, and so that's why. It wasn't to lock out Kitty or anything like that. She wasn't causing a problem. It was just there were a few unruly bastards. Why aren't you paying attention to me? I'm 15. Mommy said I'm special.
Oh my God.
That is not what I sound like.
Yeah, when the phone monster gets you, kind of. So MLG TV, speaking of the MLG, has grabbed a lot of Call of Duty streamers and signed them to deals over on, I'm assuming they've got to be exclusive, right?
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
So MLG TV, Nadeshot is over there streaming now. And the only other person I follow, I know Nadeshot because Optic Midnight retweeted it, and Optic Midnight is over there. Pretty much all of Optic and all of competitive Call of Duty is over on the MLG site streaming now. My question to you guys is that a threat to Twitch in any way?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dissent on That's Not Why You
I
Called.
absolutely-
Oh my God, confrontation. What do we do?
I absolutely
I
think
mean, it's a threat. They're going to pull some numbers away, but Twitch gives you the openness to stream any game. Anyone
Okay.
can start any day.
you can't
right?
say, oh, they're going to pull some numbers away. Like Nadeshot is one of the most
But he's
watched
also
streamers.
going to he's not going to pull the whatever. All right, let's say he was pulling 10,000 at Twitch. He's not going to pull that many people over there because the ease of use of Twitch, you already have an established audience over there.
I understand,
So let's
but
say
Go
half
ahead.
come over.
Mhm.
It's only half. It's only the MO.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh no, he's using too much data. Chiz, you're breaking up. We'll try to get Chiz back as he's having a few issues. God fucking damn it, Comcast. That's all I got to say.
Well, since I have the floor to retort now, this is what I was like. Hello?
Yeah, he dropped.
Okay. I was making sure somebody was I think it's a huge thing because, like, take me for example. Honestly, I've watched a couple of Nadeshot streams. I don't watch really anybody stream much Call of Duty, but I have watched Nadeshot. If I know that he's going to be streaming over there now, and he's the only stream that I watch, I'm going to watch on my MLG TV, and I have nothing to do with Twitch. I think people are just assuming that everyone has this like allegiance to Twitch. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think they have an allegiance to the person whose stream they're watching. And if that person goes elsewhere, that's where that fan base is going to mostly go. Twitch is not just going to shut down and be broke all of a sudden. But at the same time, I think MLG poses a serious threat to Twitch's streaming process, and it might in the long run cause Twitch to maybe switch some things around, which could be good for everyone in the long run. Who knows? But
I want to take a look at what I just my little barometer for what's hot right now in the gaming world is to go to twitch.tv and just look at the featured games and look at how many people are watching streams of what kind of games. League of Legends is always at the top, Hearthstone, Dota, Dark Souls is up there, Minecraft, Diablo 3 apparently has been revitalized, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, lots of MMOs, Counter-Strike is usually up there, but Call of Duty Ghosts, prior to MLG announcing or aggressively pursuing streamers, Call of Duty Ghosts was usually number 4 or number 5 on that list. Now it's barely on the front page of Twitch. There's still 7,000 people watching other people play Call of Duty, which is a lot. However, it's not as much as it was. And we are at 7 o'clock on a Thursday. The week is wrapping up. This is primetime stream.
yeah.
So I would have to agree with you that it's good there. Now, what is the quality like? Have you watched MLG streams over there, Chris?
I have. I mean, the stream quality itself is fantastic. There's just not as much of a user friendliness. There's not too much of a way to interact with your audience. But I'm sure they're going to fix that. I'm sure they're going to change that. Like, this is a fairly new concept where these streamers are now all of a sudden not Twitch, MLG exclusive. So as time goes on, I would assume that's going to be a little more and a little more, and some people from maybe outside of Call of Duty will now get if MLG came to you, if you're a popular streamer on Twitch, and they said we're going to give you an exclusive contract, our user interface is getting better and better by the day, you're going to make this much more money streaming there, the quality is just as good, if not better. Like, who's not going to take that? Yeah. So as time goes on, we're going to see a lot more gamers, I think, go over to MLG. And again, it's not going to completely decimate Twitch, because there are people who just use Twitch on more of like a consistent basis to interact with their audience. And, they're not huge professional gamer names, but they use it as a way to make themselves more popular and to get a little more of a fan base and interact with their audience. So Twitch isn't going anywhere, but I think there's definitely a threat to its reign as the #1 streaming company.
I'll say it's a threat to the bottom line, but to say threat to #1 status, I disagree personally with that. Well,
not right away, of course. No, it's going to take time.
Yeah,
because like I said, MLG kind of just started.
Yeah, if there are the shift will be whatever the biggest game is. If MLG starts grabbing StarCraft, Dota, Hearthstone, or even League of Legends streamers,
which they very much could,
big names, if they start luring them away from Twitch, then Twitch should be, well, there's a storm of brewing. But grabbing Call of Duty, while it's a great get to have all the professional Call of Duty, which is where a lot of Call of Duty streaming comes from now. Back in my day, there wasn't a lot of that. Your Call of Duty streamers were your big name guys that were getting chem strikes and trying to kick ass and take names doing it. Yeah. Whereas now it's people watch a lot of ads to watch Call of Duty professionals do their training. And while it's a big get for MLG TV, it's not as big probably as it could be. But there is a chance for it. I just think that as of right now, there's no reason to worry about a threat to the number one spot.
No, yeah, I agree. As of right now, with only Call of Duty, there's not, like you said, there's not going to be any sort of battle for number one right now. But if they continue to do what they're doing and try to pull these big streamers and give them exclusive contracts and more money and better this and better that, then in time, I think we could definitely see some sort of switch in the what's it called, the food chain.
Yeah. And but you know what? I'm happy on Twitch, and we're going to be here until I can't be here no more.
Bada bing, bada boom.
That's what we're gonna do, or until Twitch is like, yeah, we don't want your show on Twitch
yeah,
anymore.
just take
it's
it
not gaming related enough, and it sucks. It's like, damn it.
We just don't
Well,
appreciate
shit. Well, then I'll take it to iTunes, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, everybody. We're on iTunes after the show. It's probably going to be up within the half hour. You can find it on the RSS feed of TNWYC, and then hopefully tomorrow it should start appearing in the iTunes store. Don't worry, you don't have to pay for it. It's downloaded for free. And you can check us out on iTunes if you guys would appreciate it, or I would appreciate it if you guys would go over there, download it, leave a hopefully a positive rating, and that will help the show grow, possibly attract sponsors.
Absolutely.
And help the show grow even more. Now, Chris, I want to ask you something. Now with Chiz gone, now we can really talk.
Okay, what's up?
Here's the deal. Do you mind?
Here's what I really think about Chiz. No,
This is my show now. Fuck them. I wanted to ask you about getting into voiceover work.
Ooh.
And so, because you do that, you do a little side work as a voiceover artist.
I do.
And you showcase it on your YouTube channel, which, if you're watching this on YouTube, a link in the description. If you're watching it on iTunes, well, go to YouTube. but still download and listen on iTunes.
Of course.
So not specific necessarily, but what do you find yourself doing more? How easy was it to start to get into the business of doing voiceover work?
It was, I wouldn't say it was super duper easy, but it was a fairly simple process. There are websites where you can offer your services. I'm not going to go through list all of them, but there's some where you just sites, freelancing sites and things of that nature, and you say this is what I can. If you make the decision that okay, this is I'm good at this and I can charge people money and they'll be satisfied with the work that I give them. You create a reel, you create examples of your work, you put samples together, and you start getting on some of these freelancing sites, and from there, what you do is you build your client base. Someone who comes to me, let's say for example, it just wants a tiny project, because that's what a lot of these freelancing sites are. They're not going to say, I want $1,000 voiceover for Fox News. It's not like that. It's like, can you record this thing about my online business that I started 2 days ago, kind of thing. So you get a minute of audio and maybe you make like $10-15 out of it, right? But what you do is now that person is now your client, and if you treat them as your client, just like any other business, your clients will continue to grow, and by word of mouth, now you're getting different clients, and people are telling their friends about all this kind of stuff. The same. Is Chiz back?
Yes, I think we've finally got Chiz back.
All
Chiz
right,
coming to us live again. The Industrial Revolution.
I think my phone overheated.
Yeah, that's what I thought when just the given the way you failed, I figured it was a phone overheating issue.
Yeah.
Our apologies, but Chiz is back. So, Chris, sorry, you were saying.
But you build your client base just like any other business would build their client base. And now I started doing that, how many years ago? A couple years ago. And now I have that client base to where that's where I'm getting my work from. They come to me on a consistent basis and say, I need this for this, or I need this for that. And, that's been a pretty damn decent part of my monthly income. So it's always... I don't want to use the word easy, because nothing is easy. You have to put in the work, and you have to make sure that your stuff is good and you're top notch.
No, man, it's on the internet. It's easy. That's what
everything on the internet is always easy to everybody. But if you put the work in and you try to get your clients, it's definitely something much like graphic design and these other things that people usually dabble in. If you take it to the extent where you're no longer dabbling in it and you treat it seriously and you treat it like it is a job, or maybe just like a part-time job, then you can see some definite gains out of it. And it, like I said, it's one of my biggest sources of income right now.
Can I get a live audition, because I'm looking to do new bumpers and station images for the Lefty Show, and possibly even That's Not Why I Called.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a This Is the Lefty Show in your voiceover voice? What do you have different voices? Is it one's more gritty, like this summer? Like that?
I've never done that. I mean, from my samples, what I usually do is like the casual business pitch. That's like 90% of the work that I get. I've done a lot of stupid ass stuff, but
what's the stupidest thing you've done?
I have done breast enhancement. I've done
nice. Talking about them titties.
That's not dumb. That's a service to the world.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't know.
I just
feel
imagine
I feel like a woman would be better suited to talk about breast augmentation. But,
no, it's got to be a man. Like, your titties will be amazing. Every man, trust me, from a man, everybody will love.
And then there's the get rich quick guys who always come to me with their how to get 6-pack abs and how to make money using Forex and how to.
Doctors hate him. Have you ever said that? Have you ever had to say doctors hate him?
No, I've never.
Oh, okay.
I've never had to say that. I've had to say a lot of stupid shit though, and a lot of times people want accents and people want certain inflections, and I tell them, I'm like, I call myself, a certain voice actor to an extent, but it depends on how much you're paying me. Honestly, I'm not going to give you this full accented,
Do a Jew
quality thing.
Can you do an old Jew?
That's no. I cannot.
All right, well then, see, there we go.
I
just do a New Yorker Joyzy
with my
type
girlfriend's
thing.
family 3 feet away from me.
You're just trying to be. Wait, so okay. Well, I didn't want to. All right, that's interesting. Okay,
Those people don't like. All right.
Well,
maybe we shouldn't do the voice anymore. She might be offended by that.
they're watching this.
Taxman DM hit us up with a $10 donation. I very much appreciate it. Thank you for helping support the ad-free format. I really apologize, guys, for not streaming as much. I just decided to kick the Lefty Show off again, and I want to get stable and get in a routine doing that, and then I can find time to stream, because the Lefty Show isn't as easy as, say, recording, It's for however long the Lefty Show is, I've got to be sitting there recording, and then That's Not Why You Called PK on top of it. My apologies to all the subscribers and donators out there. It's not done. I really just need to find the time to return to stream. But I imagine you, Chris, in front of your microphone doing the Carlin bit, like quality, value, style, service, selection, convenience. God, what a great bit that was. So, Chiz, you're back
For the time being.
So your phone, what happened to your phone? Did it just shut off?
Nothing with LTE was working. Like, I posted a message to you, and it didn't go through. So I'm like, I'll go get a drink and turn it off, see if it helps.
Stick it in the refrigerator or something.
Right.
Yeah, well, this is what we got for right now. Blame Comcast. You can tweet them your hateful messages.
Yeah, it's
all
easy.
day
It's
long.
at Comcast if you want to send them.
They don't care. Their motto is Comcast cares.
They don't.
No, they don't.
No,
What?
they really
They don't. That doesn't get more simpler than that.
Give you shit.
they don't give they give less than two shits about you and your problems. All they care about is the money and whether the check clears every month. And if
the
it
check's
doesn't,
there,
they
they
got
don't
a
care.
problem. Yeah, if the check is there, they don't care.
They don't fucking care.
They're like PKA. They're like the PKA of internet service providers. As long as the money is there, they don't give a fuck. But as soon as you can't get them on the phone, you can't talk to them, you're on hold, you can't get a tech out there. But if you stop paying your bill, there's going to be
come find
somebody turning off your shit. There's going to be somebody coming to get the router they give you. They're going to be calling you all the time. They're going to be blowing your phone up. It's great. Wonderful.
Bunch
What
of
a
cunts.
and now the FCC is considering getting rid of net neutrality. On
Yeah,
top of
Google
all
and
that.
Netflix are going to bat for it.
But originally, hold on, I just want to give Google some shit here. Originally, Google was trying to battle net neutrality. Years ago, Google was arguing against it, saying, hey, we should be able to lobby to pay providers so that our services show up first or our services show up faster. So Google wasn't always on the side of net neutrality. But once it became a thing, and once they realized their power as a public figure, then it became them. Then there's we just got to come down on the side of popular opinion.
Damn straight.
I suppose.
So,
Because you imagine if they pulled that card, though, if net neutrality went out and it was only in Kansas City and that place in bumfuck Idaho right now, they could just make their own search engine or partner with Yahoo or something, make that the fastest thing that hits every ISP except Google.
partner with Yahoo. What are they throwing Yahoo a bone? like Yahoo's like the younger brother nobody picks. Like, come here.
Yeah, the next biggest. Actually, I think Bing is higher than Yahoo nowadays. But they could just throttle the shit out of any Google things and give you a 1 kilobyte trickle to hit Google.com.
They absolutely could.
Yeah, they
absolutely could.
That's a great idea by the FCC. They should totally fucking do that because
it's where Netflix is. They're like.
Poor
They're
Netflix
going to bat for it, and they just paid off Comcast and Verizon now so that they wouldn't fall under their bullshit tactics.
Well, yeah, because it's like what Comcast and Verizon was doing was essentially throttling by just not giving a shit about their hardware. Where the Comcast backbone met the Cogent network, where Netflix used Cogent or whatever the third-party service provider is. Where Comcast network met that network, they just wouldn't update their shit. Yeah, like their routers were running at 115% CPU capacity or something like that.
Yeah,
and they were just like, nah, nope. I mean, if you pay us the money, sure.
Then we'll give you, whatever.
Yeah, we'll send a guy out. We'll send a guy out there to look to straighten things out. But,
I hate when Comcast is like, I used to call them with a problem. They're like, oh, we'll send a signal to your box. Like, send a discount to my box. Send a fucking, like, a working, just, like, send me a box that works. How about that? Instead of me having to call you every 5 days. Sorry.
If you want a refresh signal sent to your box, like, if you're too stupid to know that unplugging and replugging in your modem is the exact same thing as the refresh signal that they send you.
Right.
Just unplug
but
the modem.
They try to make it seem like they're sending you this like alien beam from the balance of the universe that's gonna magically fix your box and cause your service to work. It's a lie. Don't believe it. Run away.
Run away from and don't let them. I'll go ahead and send a refresh signal. Fucking don't. No.
just unplug my goddamn box.
Send a tech sometime within 24 hours, not a week.
That'll fucking happen when
I'll have AT&T soon.
Pig flies out of my earlobe.
What?
He won't even say ass because he's afraid somebody's going to hear it.
A Comcast tech coming in a 48-hour time span. There's the second coming of Jesus would happen before that happens.
Yeah,
that's unacceptable.
It would be a really long time because that would be never.
Yeah,
the second coming.
Well, you get my point.
Yeah, should we call that a show, Chiz? I don't want your phone to start on fire, like that poor bastard whose Samsung phone just apparently just blew up in his hands or something.
iPhone better than Samsung, not exploding.
Yeah, but still a smaller screen and all that shit.
Not until iPhone 6, it'll be bigger, phablet size. I'm getting that one.
Has that been announced? There's
going to be 2 versions. One, which will still be bigger. It'll be like whatever the Galaxy S5 is. And then another one, which is even bigger. It's like phablet size, like 8 inches or something.
I held those things. Katie and I went to Best Buy the other day when I was like, because I bought the Samsung Galaxy Tab 4. In part because Katie would be mad at me if I bought the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro because it's a better tablet than what she has. So she would get mad at me.
That's the $800 one, right?
They have the 12.2 inch one, which is like $800. Right. Yeah, but that's $800 retail. Comcast sells it for like $599.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was thinking about getting that one, and then we went to look, and Katie, and originally I was like, Katie, I'm gonna get this. She's like, And she started pouting. She was actually pouting because of all this, and so we went, and then when we're at the store. She was like, do you really need this? And she was actually she was trying to be like, don't spend too much money, you idiot. And I was like, all right. But we looked at those. What did you call them, Chiz? A phablet?
Phablet. Yeah.
a phone tablet. And I looked and I held it up. I'm like, hey, well, what about this? It was like the 8-inch Samsung one. I'm like, could I work with this? It was only like 150, $200. I could have bought it there straight away. And she said, look at that. And I looked at it, she said, that's just like a comically large version of your phone. Do you really want that? And I looked at it, I'm like, holy shit, it fucking is. But, I don't know. Would that bring me back into the Apple Fold? Maybe.
I think
You should tell me how that Tab 4 is. I almost bought one. I saw it. I was searching, and I saw it was coming out May 1st. I'm like, oh, I want to buy this. And I'm like, Google's come out in the summer. I don't know. I like the Samsung interface, but it's also not vanilla Android, so it doesn't update as frequently or as quick. But tell me how it is. I might get it. I mean, it's a really solid price for a 10.1 tablet.
Yeah, it's got a quad core processor instead of the Tab 3 is a dual core. 2 gigs of RAM instead of 1.5.
I think it also has a SD slot in it.
So yeah, I'll let you know. I got a tweet here from some guy. It says, I wanted to comment on the stream because I work for a cable company and try to explain it to you people, but it's in sub mode. Which, yeah, that's the whole point of the subscriber only mode. And also, yeah, I get it. The internet is complicated and read your contract. Yes, I know all the standard defenses.
Explain what? They think my modem was stolen. It's hot. I bought it off Amazon. How do you even see that?
Oh, so it wasn't like a stolen thing. Like they think like, oh, the signal that we're getting means that somebody stole your modem and is trying to use it. They were accusing you of using a stolen modem?
Yeah.
What?
Right?
Explain that, fucking Twitter guy.
That.
Explain that.
Check that.
I don't. That's ridiculous.
Like the MAC address comes out is stolen. I bought it.
Yeah, you can change the MAC address. That doesn't prove anything. Although I found if you're dealing with first level Comcast residential service, not Comcast business, usually you're just talking to a tech guy. But with residential first level Comcast, with the person you're talking to is just a moron. They don't know anything. All they know is send a refresh signal, say this, ask that, schedule a tech, and if they're really unruly, send it to a manager. That's it. That's their script. They don't know dick about internet, about hardware or software or anything like that. They have no idea.
I want fucking CEO of fucking Comcast to fix this shit. 50 hours? I'm not in like Cambodia. I'm in California.
Cambodia.
I'm not in a third world country. Quit treating me like I am.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I don't care
that
if you credit my hours back.
They're cyberbullying you.
They are.
Without
and it's
the
not like they
cyber part.
default credit your hours back. You have to call and remind them, like, all right, between these 2 days, I didn't have service. You can check, credit my hours back. It's not like they do it by default either.
Yeah. You know what? I would be really fucking pissed. It's like we are assuming that you're using stolen goods to...
Yeah.
Fuck you. No, fuck that.
valid.
Fuck that and fuck you. Oh, but you'll still keep cashing the checks, though, Comcast. You think I'm using stolen hardware, but the checks, if they keep clearing, you give less than 2 shits and a dog fuck.
Every
Fuck
time
that.
they've done some major maintenance, my shit breaks. Always. Different houses in different cities. They're like, yeah, we rolled out a huge thing and it only affects 2 people and you're one of them. Oh, lucky duck me. Why am I fucking special?
You know what that is? Bullshit.
Yeah.
High class, good old American bullshit.
Quality bullshit.
That's what it is. Just move out of the sticks. Come on to Chi-Town. We'll get a studio.
Not in the sticks, in the ghetto.
Yeah, same thing. We'll get a studio. It'll be a storefront deal. We'll get some nice internet set up, and then we'll take on the Adam Carolla show and the Joe Rogan
I want stained
experience.
glass.
You want
Stained glass.
So you want it to
You
be
said
like a
storefront.
yeah, but so you want it to be like a church? Do you mean frosted glass or stained glass?
I want stained frosted glass,
I
but
don't think he
one
knows what he
pane,
means.
just red.
So you
Stained
basically
frosted glass.
So you basically want us to open a church?
No, it's just red. A big pane of red.
Oh, a
Over
big
in
pane
the
of
red
red.
light
Oh.
district.
I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about like there would be the iron things to draw out the thing, and then you would
No,
stain
that's
different
ugly.
glass.
That's not style. That's ugly.
You
I
didn't
was-
specify.
I was about to say, because then we'd be encroaching on the Penn Sunday School, and we're not going to be a part of Corolla Digital if we're basically just ripping off Penn shit. Can't be doing that. So But yeah, we'll do it. Gonna come out here. We'll get a studio. You can, Woody Craft by day and podcast champion by night. You can actually be my first real producer on the Lefty Show.
Do I get to push buttons?
Yes. You get to push buttons and sound clips, and if we get a call-in thing, you can screen the callers and fuck with them if you want.
Fuck her right up.
Fuck her right up, pussy. That's what you can do.
Oh my god.
That'll be great. And then Chris isn't invited because fuck that.
He can't come. You're not a person.
No, you're not a person to us.
I don't.
Have you hung yourself yet?
Cyberbullying. I'm a boy.
You should make a T-shirt that just says #cyberbullying. Stop the bullying 2014.
And a survivor of cyberbullying.
Mm-hmm. So
Dang,
tell us your cyberbullying stories with the hashtag TNWIC. Let's get some social media presence out there, motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. And tell us your irrational fears also.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, is one of them about linking, someone hacking into your app? Not even hacking, just having full-on access. Like, this link is transferring
oh god damn it! Just shut up.
Wait, Chiz, what was your irrational fear? We all said one, didn't we?
I don't think I said one.
I said two, and you guys gave me shit for it. You guys are bastards.
It was
mine is the shark.
Yours was the shark one. I didn't say anything. Yeah, yours is retarded too.
I know it is.
Freshwater sharks.
I have this irrational.
Chiz up in his high horse over there. Fuck you. Fuck
Right,
that. You're
But
retarded.
my irrational fears are like normal ones, like heights, spiders, snakes.
No, but heights is a rational fear. Spiders and snakes are scary things. Like if you're scared to put your junk in a toilet because you think there's a spider in there, that's an irrational fear.
That's
But just being like, "Ooh, I don't like spiders." Well, all right. Well, spiders fucking bite your ass. Some of them are poisonous. That's reasonable.
That's irrational.
Or rational. So
No,
what's
I
your
can't think of
irrational
anything
fear?
irrational? I'm only afraid of things that are supposed to be scary.
Are you afraid that one day Woody might not call back? Is that it?
No, he'll always call back. He loves me.
Make sure you listen to the Lefty Show.
Irrational.
That's
Probably have to do with like a plane or something.
Planes crash though, so I mean, like, what's your irrational fear there?
Well, it's kind of irrational if you apply the odds to it. It is like that's like saying being struck by lightning. The odds of that are higher. It's still irrational.
Well, wait, let me
that's
tell
true.
mine. Mine is that because I could tell it to stream before. I mean, like I'm only halfway serious about it. I'm not fully serious. Like
now he's
50% serious.
backpedaling.
Yeah, look at him backpedaling. Fuck
No,
that.
like
Own it. Own it.
Any body of water that's bigger than like a bathtub or like a small lake.
So pool.
No, not small, like a pond. Anything that's bigger than a
Yeah.
pond.
A medium-sized pond and above. I just have an irrational fear that there may be a shark in it for no reason at all. Like I always just kind of look around a little bit to see if anything massive is moving, because I just think that there might be a damn shark in here.
That's all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
retarded.
You should feel so bad about that.
That is so
I know.
retarded. That's almost as dumb as Lefty's putting his link through incognito mode to
Almost.
secure his password and username.
Almost.
Shut up, Chiz. Go back to not having any internet, all right?
It's soon enough.
You know what I'm going to go do? You know what I'm going to do after the show? I'm going to upload a video. I'm going to download a movie or something. It's going to be
I'm out of
fantastic.
shit to watch. I've gone through 2 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna watch season 3 then.
Watch
I
all
know. I
kinds
wish
of
I
WWE
torrented it.
streaming.
Well, you didn't. I'm gonna go watch it on HBO
Yes,
Go.
I torrented Game of Thrones because of HBO Go. I don't have a cable provider. Well, I do. And they're not here
Yeah,
right
they-
now giving me internet.
You do. They're just fucking you. All right, let's wrap the show there. That's Not Why You Called, episode 38. Thank you, Chris and Chiz. Chiz, good luck on getting internet back. I hope that works out for you.
Save me.
And check us out on iTunes. If you're watching or listening on iTunes, be sure to leave a rating. That would greatly help us out. And check us out on iTunes as well. Just search That's Not Why You Called. Download the show. Take it with you anywhere, on your phone, on your mobile device, tablet, on your phablet, whatever it is. Take That's Not Why You Called with you via iTunes. Anyway,
Leave a
guys, that's our...
rating.
Right, leave a rating, all that good stuff. Like and favorite on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining. We hope you enjoyed. We are out. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.